You want to see and feel what war is like in Ukraine with drones chasing after you? This is something I never had to deal with when I was in the service. They weren't around yet. Here we go from Patrick Lancaster on YouTube.
Що там?
A drone is chasing their truck.
О, shit! There's a drone right above us.
It's like shooting skeet, but for your life.
Yes! Fuck yes! Yes, we see! We're living! Oh, we're living!
I'd be thanking God
Holy shit!
myself. But there you go. That's what it's like on the front lines on Ukraine right now. And like I said, when I was in the military, I never had to deal with the drone issue. But I was in the military from 85 to 91. So they weren't around yet. And so I was showing these scenes to my wife from a video Patrick put up the other day that was similar. They were trying to walk through this minefield, but drones had dropped all these cluster mines, cluster munitions all around them. And if you stepped on one, you're going to lose half your leg, if not your life. So I was showing her that, and I said, these were things that, I didn't have to deal with when I was in. So I can't imagine dealing with that along with all the other stresses of being in a combat zone that you have to deal with. It's just that pressure's got to be intense. So anyway, I'll put the link up to that entire video so you can watch it. And I recommend that if you want more updates on that war, from the front lines, subscribe to Patrick's channel. Now, moving on to other war news. We talked about this last week when France put out this alert for their citizens and how to prepare for a war. Now we have Poland doing it, as the Poland Ministry of the Interior alerts citizens to prepare for war. And Germany as well, their propaganda begins. A teen magazine asks the public, would you fight for Germany? Showing the transition from civilian to military. So even the German government has commenced the propaganda to begin inducing, shaming, and guilting young people to join the German army to fight Russia for no good reason at all, other than it's just time. It's worldwide Armageddon. So once again, as we saw in France, we're seeing it all across Europe now. Germany, Poland, and I imagine other countries are doing it as well. Speaking of Poland, going over to don'tspeaknews.com and put this story up over the weekend. Poland and the Baltics want to plant mines on NATO's eastern flank. And this move would substantially worsen the regional security crisis. This is from guest author Lucas Leros, who's a member of the BRICS Journalist Association and a researcher at the Center for Geostrategic Studies. He's a military expert. So apparently some European countries are ready to take all sorts of belligerent measures, putting the continent's regional security architecture at serious risk. Anti-Russian paranoia and pressure from the EU itself to expand military policies are leading to a dangerous escalation of tensions, the consequences of which could be devastating in the future. Recently, military from Poland, Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania formally requested their governments to withdraw from the Ottawa Treaty. This agreement requires its signatories to ban the use of anti-personnel landmines, even in situations of open conflict. According to the Polish and Baltic military, this document prevents their countries from properly dealing with the current military challenges they are facing. Well, a bunch of landmines isn't going to save them. I got news for them. But anyway, they say that they believe that in the current security environment, it's paramount to provide our defense forces with flexibility and freedom of choice to potentially use new weapon systems and solutions to bolster the defense of the alliance's vulnerable eastern flank. In light of these considerations, we, the Minister of Defense of Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland, unanimously recommend withdrawing from the Ottawa Convention. With this decision, we're sending a clear message that our countries are prepared and can use every necessary measure to defend our territory and freedom. And like I said, It's all a bunch of nonsense. It's just militarizing the region even more with weapons that they signed on to ban, right? Just like all the cluster munitions we see being deployed in Ukraine right now from the United States. It's all the leftovers that we had from the 80s and 90s, but they were banned after that. And so they were sitting in storage somewhere, and we just brought them out for this war with Russia. And so, yeah, just unreal. Anyway, I think you get the point. But the best thing it says here for Poland and the Baltics can do for their own security is to ban militarization policies and follow the path. I would not agree with this paved by Trump for de-escalation. There will be no de-escalation under the Antichrist. You see, that's what these political writers don't seem to understand. But nonetheless, Poland and the Baltics are increasing tensions in the region by planting mines on NATO's eastern flank. And then we have this from Hal Turner over the weekend, some covert intel. Iran has begun militarizing the Strait of Hormuz. They are clearly preparing to be attacked by either Israel, the U.S., or most likely both. Advanced weapons and missiles with a range of 600 kilometers have been stationed on the Greater Tum, Lesser Tum, and Abu Musa, these islands out here. These islands are the most strategically important islands in the world. Positioning missiles on these islands will facilitate the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, thereby halting 20 to 25% of the world's daily oil flow. If oil flow is halted, widely known financial and oil industry experts have warned that the price per barrel of oil would spike to $300 to $400 per barrel. This would translate into gasoline costing between $10 to $12 per gallon almost immediately. So Hal recommends to fill up your gas cans while the price is still affordable. And yeah, that's not bad advice. So I'm just saying, if Iran is doing this, then they're definitely preparing for an attack, and an attack that's going to happen sooner rather than later, I would say. Now, I know there's rumors out there, not rumors, but actual stories out there that Trump is giving Iran 2 months to come up with a new plan to dismantle their nuclear program, or else, Trump and Israel will bomb it out of existence. But who's to say that they don't have a plan to do that right now? And Iran knows this, and that's why they're deploying these weapons. So we shall see. We just keep our eyes open and watch like we always do. So I'll put all the links to all these things up as usual. And don't forget, in case you're not aware, don'tspeaknews.com is home base for all that we do. This is where I put lots of stuff that we can't speak about anywhere else. If you'd like to subscribe to the website and get an update every time I put one out, there's a box at the end of every article, but you can also click the subscribe contact Johnny tab here. The 2 emails to contact me are listed there. And then you type in your email, click on subscribe. And like I said, this box is at the bottom of every article. And you'll get one pop-up as you're perusing the website. So there you go. That's how you subscribe. Every time I put up a new website posting, you'll be notified. If you'd like to support us, that tab is right here. Just click there and all the links to support us are right there. We thank you very, very much for that, because without you guys, we don't stick around. We are crowdfunded only, as we don't have any advertisers, nor do we accept any, because I don't have control over who can put what on where. So we are listener supported only. Now, Rumble, BitChute, and Telegram, click on that tab. All the links to find us around the interwebs are right there. And that will be it for now. God bless, take care. Johnny Storm, Don't Speak News.